Konnichiwa, everyone. Welcome to Oreo Oration. I'm Greg, and while you are out living your life, the fine people at Oreo are making endless variations to Milk's favorite cookie. So every time there's one in the news, or the president of Sony Worldwide Studio brings me one from Japan, I tear open a new package and give you a tasty review without any calories. If you like that, like this video, subscribe to our channel, share us with your friends. Today, we're reviewing Oreo Bits Sandwiches. Now, there's some stories here. You might be saying, Greg, I have sent you Oreos from Korea. I have sent you Oreos from China. I have sent you Oreos from Japan, and you didn't review them. These are all true things that happened. Why there was a dime in this box, I don't know. These are all things that have happened. On Oreo Oration, I only review domestic cookies. Cookies based here in these United States. But at E3 this year, you can go over watch on IGN at this link, President of Sony Worldwide Studios, Shuhei Yoshida, came on Podcast Beyond, gave me a package on the air, and it was these Oreo Bits Sandwiches Matcha Latte. Now, you think Mocha Latte, but they say Matcha Latte, and who am I to judge how the Japanese want to package their Oreos and say stuff? So that's what we can read. We look at it, you look at the back, it's like it's in another language. It's all Greek to me, as they say. All Japanese to me, all right? It came in the funny box. It's got the things. You know, when I was over there a few years ago, I saw Kit Kats. They had the green tea Kit Kat. That was a big thing. This one looks like it would be green tea, but they're saying Matcha Latte, but it's still green. Yeah, it's still green. So anyways, this is a completely different kind of oration. We're going to still put it through the 4-part patented test. First off, the first look. Now there you go. Let's look at these guys here. This is the first look. It's, whoa. Whoa, hold on, everybody. They smell different. They don't smell domestic, that's for sure. But if you look at them, there's a lot of different things happening on them. Don't laugh, Nick. I can't get through it if you're laughing.
What does that mean?
It
smells domestic.
It doesn't smell like an Oreo I've ever smelled before, is what it means. You look at them, there's less space on these guys, obviously, so they just have the little Nabisco logo there. Something, that a regular Oreo has. Let me get you a regular Oreo for comparison here. If you look there, you see the caramel apple one has the logo there with the Nabisco, I don't know, I always thought it was an antenna, if you will, but it says Oreo in the middle. This guy over here doesn't have the shelf space, it looks like, to do that. Also, on the flip side of this one, still just that same logo. Here it says Oreo. Nope, that's the exact same. I've already forgotten what a regular Oreo looks like. So that isn't an important part of the test. We will stop talking about that. But first look, they're weird. I mean, there's Oreo bits here in the United States, of course. Like, you get back on the plate. It's not like that's weird, but there's something going on in the smell factory here. We're gonna get into another bag. Because here's what we're gonna do. Because the bouquet, when you open the first look, is different. Here I had to dump it out, so this is what I'm gonna do. If I die, don't let Colin take care of Portillo. It's not unpleasant, but it's not normal. It's not domestic, as I said before. It almost has hints of, you of course had a rabbit growing up, right? Person watching this video, I did. And their food, the little pellets kind of had that smell to it. That's kind of what these guys have. Come back up there. Come on, get out. There we go. All right, so this is what happens in Japan. This is a traditional Japanese dinner from what I understand. First look, they're all intact, first off, which is impressive. They made it all the way from Japan to these United States, to LA, to San Francisco, sat on the Game Over Greggy Show set for a few months. Well within their date, of course, of when they go bad, because Oreos are going to be around forever. If you're worried right now, a lot of people have bug out bags, right? For like when the earthquakes hit or whatever. Just put Oreos in there. You'll be fine. That's all you need. First look, they look all right. Dark green, hulkish. Now we're going to get into taste. So what I'm going to tell you is I like them. Now, here, the problem is the Matcha Latte part, I'm not getting a lot of. I feel like the chocolate cookie part is what it's all about here. It's soft, it's pillowy, it dissolves in your mouth. That's how that tastes. I'm going to scoop off the cream here. The matcha latte, it's very muted. I feel like I shouldn't yell. I feel like it's a very subdued taste. It's very subdued. It's massaging the cookie in a way. These American brash cookies, these watermelon cookies, they don't do it with the creams. I enjoy this, but to what degree? Let's find out how they pair with milk. I got a lot of cookie in my mouth here. Okay. I'll do them one by one. First ever international MCELROY moment. 1, 2, 3. I wish I knew how to count in Japanese. That would have been cool. I should have done some research. I don't like it. They're clumping together the chocolate. The thing I think these guys got going for them is that the chocolate cookie is lighter than its American counterpoint. It's fluffier. It feels more like a delicacy. You do that, it clumps together. It gets to be a bit more hard. I'm not digging that. I would not dunk these in milk. All right, let's do a twist test. Press 2 out of 3. 1, nailed it. 2, destroyed it. Japan knows what's up. Go for the double stuffed matcha latte. There you go. Okay, I see what they're doing here. Here's where it all comes. It's a house of cards. The Oreo Oration scale. 20 points, of course. I'm going to give these guys an 8.5. A great cookie. A solid cookie. Now, here's what's impressive about the Bits sandwiches. Oreo Bits sandwiches. First off, it's a bad title. We can't fault them for that. Oreo Bits would be that they're broken up and then put back into sandwich form. Oreo Bits sandwiches make sense. But what I like about them is that you saw me eat a handful of them. I could continue to do that the rest of the night here without a problem. You go back to the caramel apples if you would. The problem is that you can't eat those like that. You can only have a few of those. It's the birthday cake syndrome we've talked so much about, right? Where you have this cookie that's so sweet, so delicious. You can only have a few, but you have to go, oh, no, thank you. This one's muted. It's a treat to enjoy. Don't get me wrong. If there was a girl at the dance, a boy at the dance, it'd be right in the middle of the pack, you'd think. You'd look at, there's the super hot guy or girl, there's the ugly guy or girl, and then there's this guy in the middle who's a solid choice. But you understand that investing your time in that person and or cookie will pay off in the end, that you can be with them the long haul. They will take care of you. They will support you. They will nourish you. That is this cookie. This is the cookie you should have been dating in high school. Did you ever think about that? Why didn't you date him? He could have been something big on the internet, but nobody thought about that at the time. They just said, oh, we don't want to hang out with him. He's a little overweight. But who's laughing now? The Oreo Bits sandwiches are. That's the way the cookie crumbles for Matcha Latte Oreo Bits sandwiches. But what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Have you been to Japan? Let me know in the comments what you think of these kind of cookies. Then, make sure you call out the cookies I am missing. Yes, I've reviewed a lot of Oreos here on youtube.com/kindafunny, but there are more out there. I need you to tell me where you saw them, what they were, where you live, so I can come get them myself. I won't come to your house, don't worry. Then, make sure you keep on coming back to youtube.com/kindafunny for all your fun Oreo stuff. Go support our Patreon. Buy merch like this over at districtlines.com/kindafunny. And for the rest of your natural born life, which is just your life, I don't know why I said it like that, keep on dunking.